that clock. Bounce past alley-oop, yeah, we set the trend. Crossing over defenders to the very end.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Let's talk about it. Welcome to another show. Here we are again, Dalton Sports Talk. Mike Dalton,
AD the Myth.
AD the Myth. Saturday the 16th. Saturday the 15th, the day after the finals. But we're just coming to bring you some local sports today. You know, starting off with the Golden State Warriors. We got some news out of the Warriors.
Wait, hold on. What about the Niners first?
Oh, okay. We'll talk about the Niners. You know, we got McCaffrey, who's going to be on the front of Madden 25. That's huge. You know, you got that news. And then they also signed Logan Thomas. They signed another tight end, which adds to them because they lost Dwelly and they lost another player. So that's big news. But haven't had any updated news on Brandon Ayuk. So, you know, everything's just a bunch of speculation right now. But as always, you say, you know, once we hear something, we'll report it and go from there. But other than that, all is looking well in the 49er camp. So, you know, as it gets closer to that time for training camp to come, you know, as more news come out, we will definitely share that with the Bay Area. That's what we do over there. And then moving over, not far from there, got the Golden State Warriors. You got some Klay Thompson news. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody's heard, but it's like a social media thing going on with him unfollowing the Warriors, you know, stuff like that. Warrior post is going down. I don't know.
Remember,
what that means.
Debo did that a couple years ago when it was time for him to sign. He removed the 49ers from his social media, things like that.
Just to open it up. So,
yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense to do. And
I mean, there's a lot of speculation about him. They saying, you know, there's some other teams like, especially Orlando's name keeps coming up whenever you hear Klay Thompson's name.
Yeah.
That's a place, you know, young team looking for a veteran. And, you know, but I just don't see them breaking this core up. You know, no. I just don't see that. Joe Lacob, he knows how much it means to me. In my opinion, he's always going to treat his veterans, especially his core veterans. He's gonna do whatever he can.
There should definitely be a Klay statue at the end of the day. You know,
exactly. He helped build that. So you know, the Splash Brother, you know, they'll be there. I mean, unless he's asking, who knows what he's asking for? But I think at the end of the day, come time to open up, Klay will be signing on that dotted line. But in the meantime, we'll keep our ear close to the ground on that. You know, see what's going on social media about it. But you know, and then also coming behind that, moving out of that we talked about the 49ers, we talked about the Golden State Warriors. We got to talk about last night. You know what it was? It was Game 4. Dallas was down 3-0. They came back and handled their business. What do you got to say?
I mean, they had that broomstick out.
They did.
They had the broomstick out like they were going to do it. But, I mean, we all know that the NBA, and when I say this, I'm not saying it in a conspiracy type way. I'm saying it in a more of a, you know, the NBA wasn't going to let that happen. If anything.
But it was an ass whooping last night.
Yeah, it was a whooping. But I feel like even if it was down to the core, like tight game,
yeah,
you're gonna get some calls sent your way. You know,
I'd like to get your opinion about this. This last night when they was interviewing Lively, they was interviewing him, and he was saying how the team has found the game they lost, Game 3 that they lost, but they came back and they made it a game what they wound up losing by less single digits, even though they was getting beat. But they said that they found something, and they said that has carried over. That he was saying we can see what they're doing. That carried over. How does that work? How does that advantage work for you as a player? Or in your opinion, how does the team view that? and be able to be positive for it. They just see everything better.
Well, that's definitely a big comment. I mean, for momentum wise and as a team confidence wise, I think that's and IQ wise and within the team that shows that they're not just going out there and be like, okay, let's just ball. You know, they're like, nah, we see what they're doing and why they're beating us right now. So
they can react to that now.
X's and O's. Yeah. So they're reacting to that, and I think maybe that could be a key. But
they're going back to Boston.
They're going back to Boston.
Monday.
There hasn't been a lot of teams, I don't think any team, to come back from 3-0. So the percentage of them winning the series is little to none.
Well, they just got to deal, in my opinion, just get one.
Yeah. But I say if anybody was to do it in this day and age, it would be 2024 Dallas Mavericks.
Okay.
With Kyrie. Because Kyrie's not about none of that. This is for the ticket sales and all this stuff. He's about himself, you know. So he signed his pops to shoot it.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. You've been making predictions. You got to name the myth for a reason. Will Uncle Drew show up Monday in Boston? Because he didn't do anything the first two games in Boston.
He's not gonna leave Boston like that.
No,
he ain't
gonna go out like that.
No, it ain't go down like that. He'll have 25 plus.
Okay,
25 plus to 27. He's gonna have a monster game. It's gonna be a monster game.
So
he might have a double.
So who do you like Monday?
Mavs.
You like the Mavs. You like the Mavs to come back, bring it back.
Mavs to bring it back.
Okay.
At least to bring it back. I don't know about them winning the series, but at least to bring it back.
Okay.
Right now. If the way Lively said that, moving forward, give it to the Mavs. And then Kyrie's not leaving like that.
You know, it's possibly that Porzingis could be playing Monday also. So how does that impact that?
That impacts it a lot.
Yeah. So
he's a big impact.
Several factors the way that can work, but
I think he plays different when he's playing against Luka.
I'm gonna go with Boston to close him out. I'm gonna go with Boston.
If Porzingis plays, I think Boston.
Yeah. That's why I'm because he was saying that he was available for Game 4, but
they were
But anyway, let's save him. He gets a few extra days rest because they don't play until Monday. Back in Boston, so that gives him more time to heal with that. So we'll see how that goes. But moving on from that, so you like Dallas?
I'll go Dallas.
I got Boston.
We'll go Dallas.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And then just wanted to touch on one other thing was that the whole Caitlin Clark situation. Her name is popping up. Many social media sites, news, everything, what she's doing for the league and other players, or it's almost like there's bickering going on, like there's also these hard fouls that she's taking and all this and that. Is that just a part that comes with when there's so much expectation behind you, in your opinion?
You're the biggest name in the whole organization. You're the biggest name. I think in a competitive sport, I think with that, it's gonna be a lot. They're bringing a lot to the sport. They're gonna use her to, get things going.
Okay.
So, but I think it's not an issue. I think there's always going to be stories going on and stuff like that, and it just keeps it in play for the next Caitlin Clark name to come in, because like the Sabrina Caitlin Clark matchup is starting to feel like I don't know, a LeBron KD matchup.
Okay, so you might
You
one of
know,
those. Yeah,
it's starting to feel like a Kyrie Curry matchup.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, which
you
is
know,
good. Which is good.
yeah,
That's what we wanted. That's what we want
yeah,
to see in the
we
league.
want that.
Same thing you see in the NBA. You want to see that in WNBA. You want to see these. You want to see them bump heads.
Yeah,
You know, you're somebody that can score. I'm somebody that can score.
yeah.
Big name players.
You got like
Get it done.
that girl that was locking up. I forgot her name, but she was locking up Caitlin Clark. She was stripping her and stuff. They was idolizing her for playing D on Caitlin Clark and locking her down. That's like a J. That's like a GP in the league.
Yeah,
You know that we're starting to see certain stories, you know, kind of match the NBA style,
okay.
and that's tight. I like that, and I think that's going to play out with different topics of getting at Caitlin Clark and her might say something and stuff like that.
I love it. I love it for the league. I love all of the attention that it's getting, the ticket sales.
Her going into the WNBA made me like Sabrina more.
And then on top of that, there was a lot of controversy. There was a lot of news because she didn't make the U.S. Olympic team.
I like that, and I like it.
Yeah, and so she's kind of like throwing that fuel behind her game as well, where she went out and dropped like 30 that night. But,
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Another good show. One thing we want you guys to do, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's keep it going.
And Sports Talk on Sports House News.